Thanks for joining me today on Purpose Bound Adventures. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Dave, the hunting farmer. He's on YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel, over 30,000 subscribers. And just wanted to give a shout out to him, and I'll tell you why in just a second. But basically, I had decided about 2 months ago that I was going to switch to a hybrid system. And basically what that means is I would use a saddle, which really only is for a safety system, and then I'd still use my beast stand. I love my beast stand, and I have no desire to not use it or to get away from that. But the plan was basically to have my hybrid system where I would use the beast stand, and instead of using a vest harness that I've used for my safety system, I would actually use a saddle, and that way I would still have kind of a good system for climbing the tree, actually, with my saddle system, my lineman's belt. And then when I'm up there as well, I think it'll give me a little bit more mobility, and in fact I can use it as a saddle if I want, if I needed to get behind the tree or something like that. So anyway, I got online, was looking for saddles, and you know, used ones, cheap ones. I don't need some big elaborate thing, just needed something pretty simple, and really couldn't find anything. So I ended up getting on Tethered's website, and I saw that they actually had the ESS saddle by Eberhard on clearance for $99. It's a 2-panel saddle. So I thought, well, for 100 bucks, I might as well order it. So I did order it, and got it in, and I used it for just literally went out into the woods just to kind of wear it and get the feel of it. And what I realized is it's not really, for me, it's not something that I need for what I'm doing. Again, I needed something simple. Being a 2-panel saddle, it's a little more involved, and just wasn't what I wanted. So got back online, kept looking a little bit, and actually went and looked at a saddle that a guy was selling, and it certainly wasn't what I wanted. So then I remembered, like 4 years ago, I had a tethered Mantis saddle that I had bought, and I'd used it for, I don't know, maybe 2 years. Well, then I switched to the Cruiser XC by the suggestion of Matt from Mad Hunts Adventures, who from my perspective is kind of the saddle guru. And I would check his, if you're a saddle hunter, check out his channel, subscribe to his channel, because he's got all sorts of reviews on basically every possible saddle you could think of. But anyway, because I switched to that, I had this extra Mantis saddle, and I thought, well, I'll give it away on my YouTube channel. So I ended up doing that, and Dave, the hunting farmer, he won it. So that was like 4 years ago. Well, I remembered that, and I thought, I haven't seen Dave use that saddle in few years for sure. I wonder if he still has it and if he's willing to sell it back to me. So I reached out to Dave, said, hey, do you have it? Are you willing to sell it? And he said, yeah, I have it, and you can have it back. I said, well, I want to buy it from you. I mean, you want it, and it'd be kind of goofy if you just gave it back to me from my perspective. But so I'll just let me know what you want for it, and I'll pay for it. Well, he just wasn't going to have it. Basically, the line he drew in the sand was, if I'm going to give this back to you, you're going to take it for free. So I caved, and this is it. So I just kind of wanted to open it right here, and I haven't seen the saddle in, I don't know, 3-4 years, and from my memory, it's a pretty simple saddle, which is what I wanted, but I've got to see it again to. Oh, here we go. Sent me one of his hats. It's a pretty sweet hat. I like hats, actually. That might become my favorite one, even over my gold-tine ones. But yeah, nice hat. Thanks, Dave. Here's the saddle. Oh yeah, it had 2 pouches, the 2 tethered pouches with it. I'd forgotten about those. Set that aside for a second because I see some paper in here. Here's your saddleback. I hope you have a great season in Michigan and Ohio, and maybe Wisconsin even this year. But thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. Came with some stickers, hunting farmer stickers, card, another sticker. That's sweet. There are some great people in the hunting community. I know a lot of people like to focus on the negatives, and there are certainly some negatives out there when it comes to people, especially when you get on social media, but there are a lot of great people out there, and Dave is one of them. If I were you, and you, especially if you like trail cameras, I would go subscribe to Dave, because he is the camera guru from my perspective. But anyway, yeah, this is about what I remembered, minus the pouches I'd forgotten. It just has a simple clip on the front, has the just the straps for the leg, and of course the bridge. I think he's probably messed with that a little bit based on what I see, if I remember correctly. I don't remember, but I honestly don't like the strap for the bridge personally. I like the am steel, and that's what this has. But yeah, so basically I'm going to use my tether, because it's got the lineman's loops here. I'm going to use my tether to as a lineman's belt, and I'll just work my way up the tree using that. That way I'm attached to the tree the whole time. Then when I get up there, I will switch my tether to the bridge, and I'll use that as my safety. And I'll just keep it loose enough that I can turn and everything. And quite frankly, if something's coming around me, or I even want to sit in it and kind of face the tree for one reason or another, I have that capability as well. And of course, worst case scenario, or in a different case scenario, if for some reason my B stand wouldn't work in this spot, now I have a tether I can hunt from as well. Although at that point I'll probably have to get a little platform or something to stand on. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to give a shout out, give you a little backdrop as to why I'm going to be using this year, and my system, and then of course to say thank you to Dave. I really appreciate you sending this back to me. I prefer to have paid you for it, but that was clearly a battle that I was going to lose. So anyway, thanks for sending this to me, and hopefully I can shoot a buck out of it this year and give you props even for that. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. What a great guy, man. I mean, what a great guy. When I grow up, I want to be like Dave.